Today on History News, we're going to be talking about Christopher Columbus. Exactly.
I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. On Christopher Columbus exploration. Christopher Columbus did not discover the Americas. He wasn't even the first European to visit the New World. However, his journey started centuries of exploration and exploitation on the American continents. The consequences of his explorations were terrible for the native populations of the area he and his conquistadors conquered. Diseases and environmental changes resulted in the destruction of the majority of the native population. Over time, while Europeans continued to remove natural resources from these territories, today Columbus has a mixed legacy. He is remembered as a bold and revolutionary explorer who transformed the New World, yet his actions also released changes that would eventually devastate the native populations he and his explorers hit to champion.
Christopher Columbus had two brothers that we know of. He had very little education and he learned to read and write as an adult. Ever since he was a young boy, he loved the sea. He went on his first voyage when he was a young boy and he sailed the Mediterranean. As he got older, he got married but lost his wife after she had their son Diego in 1480. He later died in 1506 due to congestive heart failure. Now to Alex and Hunter with more about Christopher Columbus.
Thank you, Channing and Jacqueline. Hunter will continue off with some more information about how Christopher Columbus affected the people who were already living there.
Thank you, Alex. When Columbus so-called discovered the new land, there was already civilization. The Native Americans have been living there for many years now. But then Christopher Columbus took all that away from them. This affected them because, one, it's their home, and two, it's their home. I mean, they live there. Like, usually if someone would come in and take my home, I'd probably shoot him.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder why he just went in there and just took it all. I mean, he couldn't have made a deal or anything or traded with them or, I don't know. He's a bad person.
And here's a better question. What's in the new land that Europe does not have?
That's a good question. Well,
I mean, I guess if you want to expand,
that's true.
This is true.
Well, thank you, Hunter.
Thank you, Alex.
Okay, so Christopher Columbus made 4 trips across the Atlantic Ocean from Spain. In 1492, 1493, 1498, and 1502. All on ships, of course. It's not like they had cars or anything back then. He was determined to find a direct water route west from Europe to Asia, but he never did. Instead, he accidentally stumbled upon what is now called America, and this happened in 1492, of course. So he returned to Europe to see if he could discover, and he went back in 93. And that's when he just decided to start, as the years progressed, he started to just raid. He just raided America, and yeah, that's what he did. I mean, I don't know.
He took America.
He took America. He didn't find it, but he took it. Very bad guy.
Very bad guy.
He was a terrible dude.
Just that person you just want to beat up.
But anyway, that's what happened. And it all started just for looking an all water route way to Asia.
Yes.
And he goes and kills a bunch of Indians. Okay, to continue. Columbus, hero or villain?
Well, my mind is over that he's a villain. I mean, he did take a lot of land from people. He killed a lot of people in the process. But he did theoretically give us a new home. He found America, or he named it America.
That's where you would say he would be a hero at.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be sitting here. We might be over in United Kingdom or China or something.
You might even, yeah.
Or we just might not be born, period.
Well, no, I don't think that, but.
Well, you never know.
No, I kind of know. I mean, like, just because we didn't, never mind.
Yeah. Okay. But the villain part, I mean, yeah, he did just come over here, say he found it,
Yeah.
and just killed a bunch of Indians and native tribes, which wasn't right.
It wasn't.
Now, if you would know about his life later on while he got older, then you'd say for sure he's a villain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely sure. But for what we know, I'd say he'd most likely be a villain.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I agree.
Or, I mean, it could be a 50-50. You never know. It just depends on what
really,
you
it's
think.
Yeah, it's just your decision, just how you look at it. He murdered a lot of people, but then he discovered America.
Well, this has been History News on Channel 7. Sorry for interrupting your show. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.